wee small toad.
Want to go round. Figures like that.
How many people for whole toads? Whole to the run.
Morning in the bush, the smell of the campfire, billy on the boil, the sound of the birds greeting the dawn, and bacon and eggs on the go. You know, I honestly can't think of a better way to start a day.
I think you could.
Before we get going though, I just have to quiz Graham on that 60. I might be a Nissan man through and through, but I know a quality bit of machinery when I see it. Did you buy it like this?
No, I just put it in the shop and stripped her out. Fitted the 80 series factory turbo motor,
Yep.
the Denko aftermarket turbo.
Yep.
We changed the exhaust housing on the turbo, put a smaller one.
Smaller one?
Yeah, it makes them boost up quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's got the HZJ 75 series Land Cruiser box.
Yeah.
It's got EFS suspension under it.
Yes. Open diffs though?
Yeah, still got open diffs under it. Haven't changed them yet.
Moving forward, you're going to lock that rear diff?
I probably will, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's got no rust, no bog?
Oh, mate, no, none at all. She's clean.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Okay, so you've done the rebuild, new motor, new colour, ready to rock and roll. I see you've done a few other bits and pieces though, dual battery system?
Yeah, we fitted all that in it. Put a terrain tamer 9,500 pound winch.
What's the bull bar of?
Yeah, it's a 60 series Toyota bar.
Fits nicely then.
Yep.
Did you get out in it much?
Oh, not as much as I'd like.
No, everyone says that. Yeah, that thing called work gets in the way, doesn't
That's my biggest problem, yeah.
it? Yeah, I hear you. Well, look, the day's not getting any shorter.
Yep.
We'll get cracking.
No worries, mate.
All right, leave you to it.
Not a problem.
We've had the Coopers on the big GU for quite some time now, and thus far, touch wood, I haven't had one puncture. Now look, I can attribute that to a couple of factors, not the least of which is the correct tyre pressures. But I can also attribute it to Cooper's Armortech 3 ply. It's basically a third ply running at 8 degrees to the standard 2 plies on the tyre. Think of it as chainmail for your tyres. It decreases the number of holes between the ply, which of course decreases your chance of getting a puncture. And it's got to be a good thing when you're in the bush. Alright, well the plan for today is to head out the back of Mount Airlie to a place called Jenolan Point. Now this is a very rarely driven track, and according to Pete, in fact Pete's own words, as rough as guts. So I'm looking forward to it. A couple other things I'm looking forward to, as Pete tells me, the rock formations he reckons, got to be seen to be believed. Of course this is all sandstone country out here, and with the weathering, there's caves and little drop-offs and pagodas, so it should be pretty spectacular. Now, all the tracks we'll be using today were cut in the early 60s by Cole and his family, his brother and his dad, and Cole himself. Which is remarkable when you think about it. They had nothing more than themselves, some basic machinery, and hand tools. Pretty impressive stuff. So, really looking forward to today. Let's get into it. Not 10 minutes from camp, and we're in the thick of it. Low range all the way. This place is downright fantastic. Some of these rocky slopes are super steep. Don't take this track lightly, folks. Cole's told us that over the years, many vehicles have rolled here. It's truth. That's quite a hill. Coming down offers its own challenges, and wheel placement is crucial so as to avoid getting the trucks into any awkward angles. The key, of course, is to let engine compression slow you down, and if possible, keep well away from the brake pedal. So far, the rock steps have been tricky, but picking a solid line has seen us through with relative ease. This bad boy, however, is a totally different story. It's off camber, waist deep, and with no easy entry, it definitely will require a bit more thought. The basic plan of attack here is to simply try and decrease the depth of this rock hole, so as to avoid underbody damage to any of the four-wheel drives. And that means we have to get stuck into some serious earth moving. There's a couple of planks of wood down there, so someone's obviously come prepared. This big rock here should fill in that left-hand wheel rut. We'll glide down this hole, not a problem at all. That's the expressway. Straight in? Yep. Well, we've absolutely nailed this little piece. Probably do this in two-wheel drive. What do you reckon, boys? Let's get out of here. All right. Coming off now, mate. Slowly. Beautifully done. All that rock building paid off. Too easy, eh? Now it's my turn in the big GU. Coming up to it now, we'll just slow down a bit, gently, gently. Not too much momentum going into that, so as not to do any damage. Beautiful. Softly, softly does it. And like that, nice and easy done. What that does illustrate is just how effective teamwork and a bit of track modification can be. What was darn tricky 10 minutes ago is a walk in the park now. Right, well, we've come up on another big rock ledge here. This one's an absolute cracker with the real potential for some panel damage. Now, in anyone's four-wheel driving career, there's going to come a point, a time and a place when you're going to have to make a decision. Pete's got to work tomorrow. He's got a tour he's got to take a couple of customers on, and he does not want to risk doing any damage to his four-wheel drive, and I completely respect that and understand it. So he's going to opt out, going to jump in with Shane and continue for the rest of the trip. We're going to push on, however, have a go at it. We've put a few rocks in place, built it up a little bit. I reckon we'll be okay. Fingers crossed. Get the first little gap there. That's you there. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Beautifully done, no doubt about you. Okay, here we go. Off the big rock step. Graham and Todd are out the front, they're going to guide me down. Once again, it just goes to show what can be done with some track building and help up the front from a mate. Jeez, I love these trips. You really don't know where you're going to end up. What's ahead of you? How are you going to get back? It's the adventure of owning a four-wheel drive that I absolutely love. Wouldn't trade this for quids, not for quids. With the rock steps done, we descend deeper into the valley and enter a fern-filled glade. The track is overgrown and very rarely used. This place really does look like something from prehistoric times. This track is just utterly insane. It is so much fun and it's so spectacular to drive. For me, it's really hitting home. You don't need to travel miles away in order to have the time of your life in a four-wheel drive. And this, proof's in the pudding. With the spectacular overhanging rock formations, tall timber and encroaching ferns, it couldn't be any more different to the track we travelled only half an hour earlier. It's as if we have entered a lost world. How's that view up above you, mate? Isn't that an absolute cracker?
Oh, it's insane. Look, it's like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, this place is amazing, absolutely amazing.
Unbelievable. Look at it. It's like in the Valley of Giants. They're huge trees, aren't they?
I don't think I've ever seen anything like it, really. To be privileged enough to be able to drive through it in a four-wheel drive. What goes down, however, must come up. And in order for us to reach the fabled views of Jenolan Point, it's looking like we've got a fair slog on our hands. Hang on. This is going to get interesting. What have we got up ahead here, Graham?
Oh, it's pretty harsh looking going.
Yeah, it looks a bit interesting. Do you want me to give you a bit of room?
Yeah, we're going to take it a little bit faster to keep our momentum up.
That's the way. Go the 60.
That's the one. There you are. Mate, you'll love our work. It's a little bit hairy, but if the 60 can do it, I'm sure you can. May need to give it some though.
Here we go. It's all about picking the right line, I think. Not sure what the right line is, but we'll try this. Oh, that's good fun.
She felt good, definitely did, but yeah, she did it. Yeah. traction problem, but the speed overcomes a bit of that.
Second gear and don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
All right, here comes Shane in the big 3-litre, the big GU. That's the patrol waving hello as it climbs the hill. Tidy work, Shane. Woohoo!
That was fun. Hey? Let's go and do that again.
Yeah.
That was the big LSD at work there. You could see it working. One side had lost traction, the other side was in the air, but this one bit in, got him up the rock, and you can see the evidence right here. He's left a little bit of rubber on the rock. This is it. One last push to the top. Come on, boys, get up there. Not a whole lot of room to move there, and with those open diffs giving Graham some grief, this section could be touch and go.
Lose a bit of traction here.
Now we get somewhere. Yeah, that looks great, guys. Looks really good.
I think I know a line, and that might be it there. Oh, that was the line. A little bit off camber, which is always disconcerting. How's that for a great looking section of track? I tell you, this place has it all. The mountain just won't let up. One final obstacle, and it's a cracker. Off camber, steep, loose and rocky. This place is not for the faint-hearted. Oh, so close. Give it another go, Graham. You can do it. Yes, that's the way. Top bit of driving right there. What an epic finish to an epic track. Just Shane to go, and we finally reach Jenolan Point. A very fitting place to finish up, mate. Very fitting place to finish up.
Careful on your way up.
Yes.
Oh man, look at the view.
Look at that, will you? Absolutely sensational. That is beautiful. Well, what an awesome trip this has been, from Sunny Corner right the way out to here at Jenolan Point. You know, it's trips like this that make me so thankful for people like Cole and his father and his brothers who pioneered this country. They put in the tracks, and today they're still fighting the good fight to allow four-wheel drivers like you and I to come out here and experience views such as this. Good on you, Cole. Folks, you've got to get out here and check this out for yourself. It is breathtaking. I'll catch you next time on Four-Wheel Drive Action.
We've maintained to keep it open. We've had marvellous people here. It's sitting there for free. It belongs to us all. It's never been damaged. We've kept the chainsaws out, we've kept the firewood cutters out, and we've had no trouble. leave footsteps and take only photographs away. No, it's a great life, mate. Yeah. Been good. We've been terribly fortunate here. You give, you'll keep getting it back. It works good. Met a lot of lovely people here. And